Less than a month, New York City school kids will be returning to classrooms for in-person learning.
And to keep everyone safe, the CDC is recommending universal masking and 3 feet of social distancing in schools. Now, the city's education department says it's adopting that guidance and plans to follow the federal recommendation of 3 feet where possible.
But some school administrators say there isn't enough room in many schools to enforce the 3 feet of separation at all times. Joining us this morning, Mark Cannizzaro, president of the Council of School Supervisors and Administrators. Nice to have you back here, Mr. Cannizzaro.
Nice to be here. Thank you for having me.
All right, so the CDC has some guidelines. The mayor has some other issues, and you're kind of caught in the middle. Tell us what's going on.
Yes, so we've been speaking to the DOE since about March regarding reopening schools in September, and we were very concerned regarding the 3 feet of distancing, and especially when the mayor came out in May and said there'll be no remote option for students. We realized with all the students back, it would be very difficult to maintain the 3 feet, actually impossible in a lot of places. But on June 9th, the CDC came out with their guidance, and they said 3 feet where possible, and where it's not possible to make sure that we do other mitigating things, you know, like making sure the masks are on and extra cleaning and great ventilation and so on, so that we can get all the kids back. And the mayor and the chancellor and everyone at our meetings had agreed that, you know, it'd be 3 feet where possible, and that's the guidance that went out publicly. It's the guidance that we sent to principals. It's what the chancellor was saying publicly as well. And then just last week, the mayor started hinting at 3 feet at all times actually being more conservative than the CDC. And it's simply just not possible. There's not enough space to have 3 feet of distancing at all times in too many schools.
So what are you going to do? Are you going to let parents know that certain schools just will not, you know, reach that mandate? Are you going to have your people not go to and teach at those schools? What are you going to do?
Right. Well, I mean, that's something we have been doing publicly is letting people know that it's certainly not going to be possible at a good many schools. And that's something actually that the city should be doing. They need to be transparent and honest with people.
Mr. Cannizzaro, are you being specific with what schools are a problem so those parents are not blindsided in less than 4 weeks?
Yeah, well, we just informed principals in an email on Friday to be transparent and honest with their families. So yes, they will be letting their families know.
Now, what is your relationship with the mayor? I mean, have you talked to him after he said this? What was that conversation like? Because you're like, hey, we were all on the same page and now we're not. So was there a conversation about this?
Yeah, I had a conversation with the first deputy, and we are hopefully scheduled for a meeting, if not today, this week. So hopefully there'll be more, and it is my hope that the mayor sees, you know, exactly what this is. His own people, his own space planning team understands that this can't be done. So it's my hope that he sees this clearly and realizes that just adopting the CDC guidance should be good enough, or he's going to have to offer a remote option to families, and that would reduce the number of students in schools. One or the other has to be done.
Can you give us a number on how many schools are not going to be able to comply with that 3 feet when necessary?
Sure. Well, we sent out a survey as soon as the mayor started hinting at this possibility, and we received about 420 schools, which is around a third of the total number of schools responded right away, and 87% of them indicated that they would not be able to maintain the 3 feet. I think when we get the entire you know, school population, all the schools back, it'll be a little bit lower than that, but it's still going to be the majority of schools.
So, Mr. Cannizzaro, we've seen a lot of research lately that the New York City public schools lost a lot of students, perhaps as many as 10%. Would that be enough to get to the 3 feet distance at your schools? I mean, do you know whether you have some open classrooms?
Yeah, in some schools, Rosanna, it certainly will be enough, but in too many schools, it still won't be. You know, when we lost students, we didn't lose them in every school, you know, evenly, and some schools are just way overcrowded. I mean, we have schools that are well over 100% to begin with, and they remain well over 100%, you know, of the capacity. And that's, you know, notwithstanding the pandemic, they're just overcrowded schools. So it's not going to be possible everywhere. And then in other places, we just have too many students in each classroom. So if there was classroom space elsewhere, we would need a lot more teachers.
So, Mr. Cannizzaro, I'm just trying to figure out What are you going to tell your principals come the day that school opens? To open the...
I'm going to, go ahead. I'm going to tell them, and we've been telling them, go ahead.
No, I don't want to put words in your mouth.
We're going to tell them to continue to do the best that they possibly can, and to let their superintendents know exactly where the issues are, and let the families know where the issues are, so that they're transparent and people know, exactly what can be done and can't be done in a particular school building.
So parents should expect that they should bring their kids to school. There will be no interruptions.
Oh, absolutely. We plan on opening school and doing what's right by students, and we're going to do the best we can also to have 3 feet of social distancing everywhere we possibly can. This is not us trying to not enforce the distancing. It's just us saying there are places where this is not possible, and we need to tell the truth.
Gotcha. Okay. Thank you. Mark Cannizzaro, President of the Council of School Supervisors and Administrators. We always appreciate you coming on. Good day.